This is Curious Television, a professional online-based television committed to promoting truth, balanced and objective reportage without fear. Please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook channels. Curious Television, fearless pursuit of truth.
By the year 2050, the population of Nigeria will be about 300 million, and the negative implication of this is lesser land for agriculture because of urbanization drives. This is the submission of the lead consultant of Synergy Impact Consultants in charge of the Kwara State Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Project Training, kwaralpress, Dr. Hakeem Ajeigbe, during the 6th batch closing ceremony, marking the successful training of 600 extension agents and farmers on small ruminant production and crop residue processing for improved utilization by ruminants with a view to ensuring food security in the state and beyond. According to the expert, Dr. Ajeigbe, who is also the research and grant manager of Center for Dryland Agriculture, Bayero University, Kano, extension agents and farmers being trained in the sector must produce more with less available land through integration of crops and livestock, as there will be less grazing lands, saying government at all levels must continue to invest in the manpower training.
By 2050, which is just like 25 years from now, Nigerian population will be about 300 million. If you think of that, the implication is we are going to have less land for agriculture, because we're going to house all of these people. We're going to need to build more schools, more roads, more kind of facilities. So what does it mean? It means we have to produce more from even less land. Now, it means the crop and livestock must integrate, because there will be no longer grazing land, there will be no fallow land. Already there's no fallow land. There will be less grazing land available. So the livestock, especially the ruminants, both large and small ruminants, will largely rely on crop residue for feed. It's going to be more and more important. So we need to now start preparing. And the truth is, there's no cause for alarm. I can tell you, Nigeria can feed with what we have in terms of our land. We can feed that 300 million without importing food, even though we're importing food now. Now, people will say, but the livestock are already eating crop residue. The question is what percentage? And they're taking now about 10 to 20%. We have technologies that can make them take 99.9%. I would not like to say 100, but we have technologies now that can make them take almost 100%. And so the crop and livestock must integrate, because when you are planting, or when you are deciding what to plant, how to plant, when to plant, you already have to be thinking of the animals. So I'm thinking of the quality and quantity of the crop residue that will come from this crop. And then, do you process it? Yes, we need to process it. How do you process it to ensure that the maximum utilization by livestock? These are the things we are training. We have some extension agents among them. If these ones can be facilitated to do step-down training, these are the important things that the government will assist, both the federal, state, and even some of the projects.
Also speaking during the event, the state coordinator of kwaralpress, Olusoji Oyawoye, maintained that the impact of the training is already manifesting across the state, adding that what is generally called residue are no more residue, but huge words.
We're already seeing the impact also. What we call crop residue, they're no more crop residue, they're actually wealth. We've seen people bagging, hundreds of bags. In fact, we had to send 2 crushers to a site in Kwara State. Tamolete Youth Farm, they have tons of crop residue. We'll crush till next year, will not finish before they used to burn it. No more. So we're turning things to wealth, and it's a beginning. In terms of further empowerment, we'll do all we can, but I can guarantee you that even coming here, this is very expensive training. Very expensive. I know that, but we'll do everything. Times clustered interventions. But if you cannot do anything for you, you can cluster, do a job, do cooperative, and just make sure you get it done. Whatever it is, get the work done. They recruit us with knowledge. We were able to discover that there are so many untapped knowledge that are being overlooked all this while. So we want to appreciate you people to deem it fit in order to reactivate us on what we have lost so many years.
The Kwara State Governor, Abdurrahman Abdulrazak, who was represented by Special Advisor on Special Duties, Abdulrazak Jida, speaks on the move by the state to further provide startup capital for the trained 600 extension agents so as to stand on their own.
If my boss will be here today, I think he will respond to that, and I have to imitate him. For us to train people like this without assisting them to be able to stand on their own, more or less like we are wasting the training. I will take it upon myself and discuss with the governor whether we are going to put it through the Kwasi so that the startup capital can be a mark for the trainees so that at the end of the day,
Kwara State Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Project, kwaralpress, funded by the World Bank, had been adjudged in many quarters as the best in terms of effective and consistency in the country, which is being managed by a frontline consultant firm, Synergy Impact Consultants.
Ẹni kò síṣẹ́, ìwé kíkọ́, àti àdá kò gbé o, kò gbé o, wá mọ́.
This is Curious Television, a professional online-based television committed to promoting truth, balanced and objective reportage without fear. Please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook channels. Curious Television, fearless pursuit of truth.